I just made 3 digital products using Claude. To be honest, this is one of the easiest ways I know to start making some extra money right now. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can copy me and create them yourself. And the best part is that you don't need to have a big budget or be a designer or an expert. Everyone can use the AI tools that I use to make these digital products in minutes and start selling them. So let's get into it. Okay, so this first product is slowly replacing one of the most popular digital products out there, ebooks. There are many YouTube videos and blog posts talking about the same thing, and people can get the information that most ebooks have with AI for free. This trend is causing ebooks to get fewer and fewer sales each day. People won't pay for information anymore. What they'll pay for is a shortcut, and that shortcut is a playbook. The whole reason people bought ebooks was because the information inside would help them get closer to a result. And a playbook is a document with exact steps, instructions, or assets that will help people get an outcome faster. It's not something that people could do with AI. Yes, they get some information about the topic, but that's the same information that everyone else will get. So getting that information won't put them ahead of the rest. And they know that. Just imagine someone told you that you could skip years worth of work by just pressing a button. I think 99% of people would press it. That's what a workbook offers. It's the result of years of experience summarized into a digital asset. So to create a workbook that stands out from the rest, you need to make sure it follows these 3 rules. The first one is to focus on the goal. For example, if you're going to tell them how to create a piece of content, the goal could be creating a content strategy. And if you're showing them how to create a diet plan, the outcome can be losing weight. So you can teach them how to get multiple results, but at the end, the workbook should focus on just one goal. The second one is uniqueness. The reason they're buying it from you is that you can deliver a personal framework or idea that they can't find anywhere else. So make sure that the content doesn't sound like something from ChatGPT. This will make the playbook worth the price because you're giving them something unique. Now the third rule is speed to value. Every single page should have only the necessary information to get the buyer closer to the outcome they want. If you followed a recipe, you know it only has the instructions about what to do and how to do it. It doesn't tell you the history of the dish or how each ingredient was made. It gives you the right information to help you cook the dish. And that's how you should look at the information you put on a playbook. You want to give them the recipe. If you follow these 3 rules, you'll get a product 10 times better than the competition. And now I'm going to show you how to create it in less than 5 minutes using Claude. First, go to Claude and open the Connectors tab. Search for Gamma and sign up. We're connecting Gamma to Claude because on its own, Claude is brilliant in writing and thinking, but it can't design a good-looking product or generate images. It needs a partner that handles the visuals, and that's what Gamma will do. Gamma can take a prompt and create presentations, graphics, social posts, and branded documents. The best part is that you can use Gamma for free, so you don't have to spend any more money right now. Once you've created your account and connected Gamma, open a new chat, click the plus icon next to the input box, go to Connectors, and toggle Gamma on to make sure it'll work. Now you can create your workbook. But you don't want to just say something like, write me a workbook about this topic. Like everything related to AI, the better instructions and context you give it, the better your results will be. Here's an example of a prompt you can use. This is an example, so just switch the topic to one of your choice. And this is what you'll get. It has a balanced combination of information and actionable steps that even beginners can follow. Now, you just need to ensure that in the first few sections, you give them a quick win. For example, this workbook opens with a prompt to create an outreach message, which is one of the most annoying parts of getting a client. So right away, this playbook gave them a quick win. And if they get a client using that, they'll find the workbook valuable and completely worth its price. Now, you just have to read the playbook and make sure it didn't miss anything and that everything has a purpose. Now, you only need to upload it to something like Etsy or Gumroad and start promoting it with ads or content. Okay, great. You have your first digital product. Now let's move on to the next one. It's a product that most people think is dying, but it actually has more demand than ever. I'm talking about digital courses. The reason most people think they're dying is because of how many courses are on the market. But what they don't realize is that most of these courses are really basic and generic. So the market has never been more desperate for high quality courses. If you have unique information and expertise, this is one of the best digital products you can create. You can also sell it for a higher price than other digital products because it gives the buyers a complete transformation. A playbook saves someone time, but a course can completely change their situation. That's why it's something you can sell for 10 times the price of a workbook. Now, I know that there's one main reason why people don't think about creating a course. They think they need a professional studio and cameras to record the course. But you only need 3 things: Claude, Gamma, and your knowledge. People forget that courses can also be completely written. You don't have to create a single video, and you can still build a course that people will buy. For example, Dan Koh, a creator with more than 1 million subscribers, has the money to get all the professional equipment that he wants, but he still likes to create fully written courses. His best-selling course, called the 2-Hour Writer, is mostly written, with some videos showing a demo or a tutorial. Most of the lessons and important information are just words on a document, so you can also create a written course as well. And then when you have a slightly bigger budget, you could turn the same written course into a presentation that you can record to turn it into a video course. Now, there's one final problem that causes people to avoid creating a course, and that's time. It takes a lot of time to gather everything you know about a topic, summarize it, choose the best ideas, and write the modules. It's exhausting. But with Claude and Gamma, you can have a full course ready to sell today. Here's how you build it. Open Claude, create a new project, and add all your material like notes or transcripts into the project's knowledge. Then type this prompt in the chat. Then read it, cut out anything that doesn't move the student toward the outcome, and give feedback or approve it. In this example, I've created the first 2 modules for a course about how freelancers can get their first client. And as you can see, it gives the specific frameworks and templates away. Now, there's something really important about courses. You have to let go. Don't hold any information back. Your own knowledge is what makes the course valuable. So be sure it's there. Now, a course is a great product to sell. It's been around for years, but there are people who don't have time for a course. So what you can create for those people is a workshop. Imagine that you want to learn how to cook a dish. You'd have 3 options to do that. The first is getting a cookbook with the recipe. You'd get the ingredients and start following the process word for word. But there's no one there to tell you what can go wrong. The other option is taking cooking classes. You'll learn the recipe you want and even more, but that'll take a lot of time because of how in-depth the lessons are. There's also a third option, watching a tutorial. This is the perfect combination of both of the previous ones. So this is great if you want a standalone product, or if you want to add a new product to your offer without coming up with something new. You can make one each week and sell a ticket for around $50 up to $150. And creating one is simple. You just need a camera and a visual tool that will keep your viewers engaged. To build it, we're going to use Claude and type this prompt. And this is what it'll come up with. Gamma will create a great workshop presentation with slides like the problem we're solving, some templates, and a live demo section. To make this faster, you can record your voice and go through the presentation as if you were already making the workshop. You'll have no pressure, so you can ramble as much as you want and think about what you want to say on each slide. Then you can paste the transcript into Claude and ask it to create notes based on what you said on each slide. Then you just have to click on the button on the top right of every slide and save your notes. And when you're ready to start the workshop, you just have to click on the down arrow on the present button and select presenter view. It'll show your viewer the presentation, but only you will see the notes. This way, you're not relying on your memory to have a successful workshop. You can create all these products for free using Claude and Gamma, but just like every opportunity to make some money online, the window won't stay open forever, and usually the ones who win are the ones who move first. So start today by creating your free account on Gamma with the link in the description and take advantage of this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.